Evening all, how are we doing? Excuse me a moment, just finishing off a pastry. I've eaten the whole darn thing, I'm still not quite sure what was in it. So, make of that what you will, I guess. I think it was apple. I'm not sure though. It's tasty enough, but I'm just not sure what the hell it was. Honestly, you've got to ask certain questions about yourself when you're eating something and you're not quite sure what the F it is, really, haven't you? The question being, is this really a good idea? And, yeah, well, I guess we'll find out, won't we? How's everyone doing anyway? I've had a good weekend. Did you enjoy my little camp build on Saturday? It's doing not bad on the old YouTubes. I was really chuffed with how it came out. That seating area in particular. I don't know what, I didn't plan it or anything. I was just like, okay, let's do this and make for cool windows. Fireplace might be good in the corner. Let's put some chairs around that. I sort of added a few bits in here and there and it just sort of came together. And then I was like, yeah, especially with the lighting, I particularly like that. I've got cat hair in my mouth. Cat hair bloody everywhere. I shaved earlier. I'm not sure if I took more hair of that was mine or the cat's. It was fixed in. Girl's been very snuggly lately. She hurt her foot and she's not very happy about it. Anyway, we're here for video games. We are when my chair comes back. I thought she'd come in actually a moment ago, the cat. I thought I could hear her scratching around, but I think it may just be me ratcheting around that's making noise. It's kind of hard to tell when you've got headphones on sometimes. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, quite happy with how my video went at the weekend, and I had a hard time figuring out what to play, because what I really want is the next thing after Skyrim. You know, that kind of sword and board or sword-based magic, a bit like Tainted Grail, but I didn't want to play Tainted Grail because we're playing that anyway. But yeah, it left me in a little bit of a kind of, well, what the hell am I going to do kind of vibe. So I downloaded a couple of things, and I'm actually having a crack at Horizon Zero Dawn again at the moment. Because why not? It's worth playing again. It's a damn fine game, that one. We streamed way back when. Anyway, evening Tokyo, how's it going? Hope we're doing well. Evening Cal, how's it going? Been a bit too warm. Your parents watching the dogs while I went to another dog show. Okay, fair enough. Take it they weren't competing then, if you were with the dogs. To be honest, I kind of saw that out of the corner of my eye and I completely misread it. And for a second, I thought you were saying something about having a dog shit event or something, because I didn't really see it until I actually came back. I eyeballed it. Yeah. Well, that says about my brain, but you know. It's been a bit weird weather-wise here. Kind of grey and rainy, really, but not cold. A bit humid here and there, but not terrible. It's sort of picked up since lunchtime, been a bit sunnier. Things are going to improve. It's a storm blew through the north part of the UK, so we just caught the edge of the rain down where I am in the middle. Right, shall we? No idea if there's been another update or anything. I'm guessing probably not. But guess we'll find out, won't we? Oh yeah, that was the other thing. I did try, I've got a second. No, we're good. I did try, what's it called? Return to Moria. A little bit, and yeah, it's fine and all, but I was just sort of started it a bit, and I was like, this isn't landing the way I would want it to, so, yeah, what are you going to do, you know? Okay, so I need that on, and hopefully it'll wake up in a moment. Alakazam. Alakazam. Go. There we go. Like I'm bloody sure I pressed the right button and set it up to work. Had a new tooth put in, don't you? That's good. I'm still recovering from my trip to the dentist last week. 7 days ago now. There's a bit of mild discomfort, which unfortunately is a bit unavoidable, I think. Oh well, what can you do? I need to go there at some point. Lots of things marked. Look at our quests. So, I need to... oh, that was it. We're looking for a beast lair somewhere. And Forebloom. From somebody who was here, he pointed me up that way, so I'm guessing probably down the path that way. Something going on there, and Yes, we ran into a very, very strange place down there that had not Monty Python, Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade vibes to it in some ways. Game's taking a minute to settle in. A weird stump. Burn, motherfucker. Just fell to the ground holding his head. Interesting demise. Doesn't overcome me too much because there's quite a lot of valuable goods I'm getting off of these weird nights in the woods. Spooky woods. Feeling weird, yeah, I could imagine, yeah. Not playing much due to the heat wave. You need either good fan or some aircon, I guess. So, somewhere to my right. I mean, this does look more interesting, and it's back in the right direction, so I feel like I probably do want to explore this way. It's the mouth of a giant deceased creature that I'm about to ride up into. So that's why it's called the Curlgast. I got proper screwed there. Oh! Absolutely smashed there. Cyclops from the X-Men fucked me up. Oh dear, I hit a little snag. I wonder if that horse was a late addition because yeah, you don't grab the reins when you're riding it, so I feel like it's got afterthought vibes to it. That's terribly frustrating for him there, I'm sure. I like that I can pet the horse. It's slightly annoying that it gets in the way of mounting the horse. I do feel like heading back this way too. Yep, having my little stabby friend here does help a bit. Maragast and a Kelgast. Went a little better that time. Mind you, knowing what to expect does help somewhat. The Elder Worm. Corpse of a dragon, I guess, of some kind. Makes me think it was probably bought... Oh, look at that lighting. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I feel like this game being what it is... I got him. The likely scenario is that the dragon was brought into being by the Wyrdness from somebody's feverish imagination. Interesting. Yeah, we're basically back to where we were before now. You slew my mystical assassin dude. You know, I have a decent sized floor fan that was like 25 quid or so ish, somewhere around there. It's on the floor under my desk, and I use that, which if the window was open would probably be enough. When the window's closed, it's not quite enough. Yeah, definitely not 300 quid. At that point, just get an aircon unit, portable air conditioner, you know. Probably get a semi-decent one of those for 300 quid. Don't know what that is, but it's creepy. The size of the skeleton is particularly alarming. In that it is quite small. Around here, I'm sure I saw a weird stump. There's one. So that'll be that bridge over there, I guess. That floating destroyed tower, it looks like it. Yeah, they're not the cheapest things in the world, those Urkons thingy, but if you're inclined towards making an investment, I would recommend doing a bit of research. They are an option. Now, one doesn't want to judge too quickly, but this river is flowing uphill. I'm not going crazy here, am I? That river is actually flowing uphill. I have a lot of questions about that. Top of the list is, what the fuck is up with that? Flowing downhill here. I think that may just be a bug then. I'm thinking bug. Interesting looking armor. Quite cool looking. Not sure what's going on over there, but that's one for later because I think I need to go the other way. Back into the spooky haunted forest. There's a house on an island there. What I'm really looking for is a cave with a yeah, a cave with a ancient root of tree or something of some kind in it. I found a lot of things, but that ain't one of them yet. Back to the spooky green mist. He did manage to get me at some stage. Bit of a heal on there. Thought it's in one of those before. The fact it has a sword is particularly weird, and I did remember it. Flashing light down there is creepy. Allegedly, way across should be to the right. But I don't think it is. I think the map is a little bit confused because I'm on horseback. Definitely better in third person. It is indeed a strange place. Corrupted temple, you say? Do you like the beast lair? Yes, it's all a bit weird, this corner of the map. It doesn't seem to relate all that well to what I'm actually seeing. So I feel like I should be here. Then this feels like it shouldn't be there. And it feels like I could come this way, but I also maybe went that way. It's all a bit weird. In case jumping into this water is a really poor choice. Where are we going to go? We're going to go that way. I don't see much down here right now. Thought I had unintentionally opened something up there for a minute. Aha! Stairs. Swamp Crypt. Okay. Spooky concept art there. Creepy concept art, maybe. Need a torch. As always, getting in is the easy part. It's going to be the getting out that's... So, promising looking. what I want. Ring of protection, because I don't think I need the extra carry weight right now, do I? No. Well, this guy's digging for, but didn't end well for him. Evening, Noel. How's it going? Oh, that went better than I thought it was going to for a second there. Ooh. It's a quest location, is it? Doesn't surprise me. A little worried for a moment there. Yeah. May or may not be the quest location I'm looking for, actually. Not at this point. Holy crap on a cracker. It's not anticipated. Robbie from Grubwood, just like you and me, that's what made him the best. A friend to the poor and the downtrodden, he showed the pompous fools where they belong. Glory to Robbie of Grubwood. Sure, I've already found one of those before, which is probably why I didn't get another buff off of it. Worm guard and a sentinel's spear. Sentinel's spear, it's a one-handed spear. It actually looks quite cool, as these things go. Worm guard is a shield. Blocking poisons the attacker. Ooh, that would be cool if I was doing a sword and board playthrough. I didn't quite get the vibe of sword and board initially when I started playing this game. It didn't quite click with me. But, I don't know. Mostly because the blocking didn't feel that great. Maybe if I specced into it a bit more, that might be a bit different. Other news, where am I? Okay, I'm over here. Out of a cave. Well, I came out somewhere because there's no bloody other way of getting out. Yeah, there's my horse. Oh, wasn't sure I hit the button then. Oh, glad I did. My brain is feeling that. So, we've explored as much of this as I can reasonably explore right now. Oh, it's all the way up there. That's weird. Wouldn't have expected that next quest to end all the way up there. Okay. So, I guess we might as well sort of make our way around this way, hadn't we? I think that's the city, so I'd kind of like to... I think I'd like to make my way back here and then go this way, maybe. You can see apparently there's some kind of dungeon here that I missed. Maybe I fast travel back. There is also this corrupted temple. Maybe we take a little nap. Oh, Arthur? I don't think you're supposed to be appearing at this point. Yeah, I think I'll bounce all the way back down here to the start. And sort of ride up this way, maybe. Explore this section. Right now, all my quests are out in other directions. Fast travel really is fast. You're a little stuck there. Yeah, definitely a little laggy right now. One second, I don't need that anymore. I need that again. Yeah, that's better. I'd like to leap around and just quickly check something back here before we head to the right from here. Okay. Before we do that, that guy is saying keeps your wits about you when he's failing to do that himself.
I'll face every threat. No, you'll regret this! No, you'll regret this!
Kinda wanted you to go fight that guy, but
I'll strike you down!
don't think you will, you strange fellow. 31.
Your road ends here!
Okay. Why would I get venison from a bear? It's all a bit weird. And the logical thing to assume would be that for some weird reason the bear ate a deer, but yeah, I suppose it's possible, but it's a bit odd. Bye. Huh. Interesting. I remember seeing this. Switch the ore, but I think it might have been dark. Dingy at least. Now that is quite what I was expecting. I suppose I saw something before suggesting there was a dungeon there, but apparently not. Oh, look, it's this guy again.
Look who's here, my favourite customer. It's always good to see a friendly
Guy who's
face.
absolutely 100% a human being. That's business.
Good, great, actually. I even had a customer the other day. He brought some of my very special mushrooms, and he didn't even try to haggle. And
Very
they do
special
cost quite a
mushrooms.
lot, I think.
What's so special about them?
Oh, you see, I stole them from a grove that belongs to one nasty Spriggan. And if he caught me, I'd be dead. Or worse.
Not one of those super thick Spriggans, then. Do they have any unique properties?
None that I know of. They're just mushrooms. I mean, I'm not saying they are useless, and, well, the Spriggan might have done something to them. Spiteful piece of work that he is, but I don't think so.
Did you tell that to your customer?
Well, no. The customer asked me why the mushrooms are so expensive. So I explained that they were very special. And that I gathered them under the cover of night at a place guarded by a dangerous magical being.
You were flexible with the truth, I see. You know what, Timberwolf merchants have nothing on you.
I have no idea what you mean by that, but it sounds like a compliment, so I will take it. Thank you.
So his voice is vaguely familiar. But that may just because I've heard him before and I'm imagining that I've heard it somewhere else entirely. You going into town?
No, I'm pretty sure they already have merchants there. I've heard they're quite territorial, and you can't have too many in one place. Or maybe that's foxes? I'm not sure. Anyway, you're in luck. I can show you my home. Ooh, I've always wanted to have a guest.
Tent behind you, is it? You live here?
In that cave over there. It's very cozy. I got lucky, as it was almost empty when I found it. Could you believe that? I didn't even have to fight a bear to move in. There were a few dead humans, but it's not like they minded. I put them in a neat pile in the corner.
Inviting random strangers in is an interesting
You're no
decision.
stranger, are you? I consider you my friend, and my home is always open to my friends. Besides, I decorated it myself, and I really want someone to see
Gulp.
it.
Okay.
Oh, that's lovely. If you need a nap, feel free to take one. You do look like you could use a nap. Or not? What do I know, really?
I'm fine. Let's
I'd just
see
be
your
grateful
stuff.
if you didn't try to sell me any weapons, or nails, or buckets with iron handles. It's not that I have anything against things made of iron. I simply don't condone violence, that's it.
Slow moving homing projectile dealing high damage. Every time you kill 8 creatures. Not worth it. What's that? A starborn egg? Spell Gorger. Increases mana cost by 50%, but spell power by 75%. Tempting, but no. That's appealing. Don't think I need that. Always use a load of sage, though.
Ah, another satisfied customer. That makes 2. Although the first one never came back. But you will, won't you?
There's a cave over there. It's the Tomb of Sir Gawain. Ah, okay. So we'll need a shield for that. So we said this cave, huh? I'm gonna save it first. Just in case he tries to pull a fast one. And I can help myself, and that's not a problem, so... Is he a painter as well? Oh, Cannon Cinnamon Sage? Not apparently. That have been theft. I do have questions. Firstly, quest item, okay. Oh yeah. Folks will come out here. If they find out you've been pretending to be one of them, you're going to hang. I'll be waiting for you by the swamps. Yeah, it's on the body we found. Alright. That's not a bad thing. It's different. We did say the corpses were already there. But this comes out. By the Druid Shrine, that's convenient. Nice. It didn't seem to go very well. Well, I did get the Horn Warden's gloves, so... Fair enough. I got a level recently, didn't I? Yeah, why now? I'd like to explore up there. Still think I might do first, but a flighty sage there. Bunch of roses.
What brings you this way?
You appear to have employed twins, buddy.
Oh, an adventurer. Great. Just the kind of person I need.
How did you know?
You dress funny. No one from here walks around looking like that. And there's something in your eyes. Can't quite put my finger on it. But your gaze isn't the same as the folks around here have. So, if you're not from Kunacht and not from Kamelot, that makes you an outsider. And an outsider means adventurer.
Well, it's a bit of a leap, but okay.
I've been trying to get the guards to hear me out, but they just roll their eyes and tell me to stop whining. But I swear, something's going on. I think we've got a problem with Camelotian deserters.
They're from Kamelot, the representatives can take care of that. How so? How so?
Deserters, I tell you. Roaming the area, sneaking into camps, stealing anything that isn't nailed down. Supplies, tools, maybe even weapons. And do you think anyone cares? Of course not.
Surely the representative couldn't deal with that.
I agree. But they won't. You know why? Because that would mean admitting they have deserters in the first place. And that's not Camelot's style. To the outside world, it's all smiles and sunshine with them. They need to keep up appearances. Make sure we're all eager to relocate to Kamelot.
So what can I do you for then?
Want my family's heirloom back. Look at me. I'm a poor man. That trinket is all I have left.
Got a nice hat though.
It's not even that valuable, to be honest. I just like to look at it and remember my family. How great they were. I'm the last one left. Please. I heard some of the guards gossiping about a camp nearby. I'd start there if I were a brave adventurer and all. Just be careful out there.
An adventurer. Flashbacks to Baldur's Gate 2. Who keeps blueberries in a chest?
New around here, huh? I'd offer you a job, but you don't look like someone who needs to count every coin. Besides, the folks here wouldn't let an outsider take their work.
Would you get a wager on that? What are you doing here?
Keeping an eye on the goods Connacht provides to strengthen the capital. We're gathering what we can, timber, supplies, and soon, the men here. Then we'll take the people and head back to Kamelot. We're building a home there, for Avalonians who want to escape the Wyrdness. It's getting worse by the day, I tell you.
I feel like whoever did this may have recorded it at home. And if the people don't want to go?
Then they'll die, sooner rather than later. Don't get me wrong, I understand. This is their home, their land. But if they want to live, they need to come with us. Otherwise, the Wyrdness will take them. And trust me, nobody wants to end up like that.
It's the same guy who did the bounty guy, Killian, I think.
Appreciate you asking. There is one small thing if you're up for it. Since I can't leave my post and my friend Bryn needs these gauntlets right away, I need a courier. That's you. Don't worry, he'll pay you. Though if we're being fair, it should be my coin, since I bought him this pair, but I'd rather he have them now than wait.
Who is he and where I can't find him?
Mine. He also guards workers nearby, under that old oak they call Merlin for some reason. People of Connacht are a strange bunch. Poor guy's stuck there all day, and his workers are as talkative as mine, meaning not at all. He even helps them sometimes. That's how he ruined his gauntlets. If he doesn't get them back, he'll waste away from boredom.
Because he doesn't have gauntlets. So he's over that way, apparently.
Oh, hello there.
Right. Got some keys with him. Interesting looking castle. I assume we're going to have to go up there eventually. Dragging logs back. That's one way of doing it. This is the tree they call Merlin, huh? The last tree. Dum 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 dum. That music's gonna get in my head. I can see it already.
Could use some action.
What's left for someone like me?
What are you poking around here for? You're one of them, aren't you? You better sod off, or else.
Calm down, Bryn. No one will be so stupid as to show up here after making such a mess.
Go on. Where else? What? Tempting. What happened?
We'll have to excuse Bryn. None of us are in the best of moods lately. Someone has been sabotaging our equipment for the past few weeks, and it looks like it's a professional job. They seem to know perfectly well how to make life difficult for us. And after what happened last time, my people have had enough. They refuse to work. They don't want to risk their health.
Those sword is hung so low it's sticking into the ground. It sounds like a euphemism if ever I heard one, but he's not.
The bandits used to come at night, destroy our equipment, and then disappear. But last time, they beat one of the guards unconscious. Poor sod was just lying there, like a tenderized steak for the whole night. He lost a lot of blood. And when we finally managed to wake him up...
It turned out that Aedwin wasn't himself anymore. His head was all messed up. Bastards.
What's odd?
Yes, he was delirious. Kept seeing strange things. He thought we wanted to hurt him.
Suspects?
Bandits, probably. Or rebels from Kunokt. Although at this point, they're one and the same. The workers refuse to keep working. Not only do they feel threatened, but... well, there's no denying that not everyone from Kunokt is happy about what we're doing here. I can
What are you doing
understand
here?
them, in a way. We made them destroy their own land.
They should just give up. If they piss Denham off, it's not going to be pretty.
Bryn, calm down, please. Remember why we're doing this. It's for their own good.
And we have our orders, for which we are held accountable. It's us or them.
Oh, you then. What now?
We have to catch those scumbags.
Something needs to be done, that's for sure. But for now, we wait. Denholm doesn't want to give us any more guards. So, if you want to earn some money, we could use your help. One of the workers claims to have seen the direction those thugs ran. They're familiar with the area. They mentioned a cave. I'm not sure if this is a good lead, but it's worth checking out. So, what'll it be?
Sure, I'll have a
That's
look.
good to hear. If you discover anything, come back to me, eh? I'll send someone to Denholm with a report. Good luck.
Oh, hello there.
A lot of bedding in some of these tents. Got your gauntlets.
Thanks.
Cash.
Sure. 10 gold coins. That's all I have.
These cost more than
Did
10
they, though?
coins.
I highly doubt it. Besides, I know these gauntlets. They're not sold. They're handed out by the quartermaster. Ulik paid shit for them. Oops.
There's more to the story than you're letting on.
Fine. Yes, there's a story. An inside joke, you might say. So, one day, I'm on duty, and my stomach's a mess. Nature called, so I answered. Found some bushes. You know the drill. Only then did I realize there was nothing usable afterwards. No cloth on me, no leaves. Well, you get the idea. I had to use the gauntlets. When Ulik found out, he couldn't stop laughing. Ever since, whenever we're stationed apart, he finds a way to send me a new pair of gauntlets. This is my 3rd pair so far. I wonder what he tells Shinna to get yet another set out of her. That's the whole story. You can go now.
Said you ruined them while helping
That's
workers.
because Ulik's a good friend. He wouldn't embarrass me, not even in front of strangers. But I was so damn bored, I figured, why not be honest with you? And I really wanted to see the look on your face. Worth
So
it. Absolutely priceless.
he pulled his gauntlets apart and used them for arrow
Sure.
swipes.
Thanks for the gauntlets.
I wish I'd stayed asleep.
Weird fellow. Look, they're trying to drag the tree out of the ground, to be honest. Doesn't seem like a very good idea, that. Not convinced you're better off knowing that story. Could be worse. He could have shit in his hand and clapped.
The sun doesn't rise the same anymore.
Too quiet.
Merlin?
You look familiar. Yeah, you're Sioran's kid, aren't you? That's
no.
it. You look a lot like him. Yeah, sorry about your father, but trust me, those priests mean well. They took him to the island asylum to cure him. He'll return whole and healthy. What are you doing here? Did the Kamelotians drag you to work here too? What's the point in working like that? Back in the old days, we respected each other's work.
I don't know anyone called Xion.
Really? I could have sworn you were his kid. Oh well, my mistake. In that case, good for you. Sioran's a terrible bastard and a swindler.
Kamelotians dragged you to work? Why?
Yeah. They brought in machines and soldiers to keep order. You must have seen them. I don't know if you've heard, but they're planning to move us to Kamelot.
Did hear a
They
rumour.
say it has something to do with the men here and the Wyrdness. But I don't buy it. Sounds like utter crap to me. I say they should back off and stop sticking their noses where they don't belong, eh? Or they might smell something their royal noses aren't prepared for.
I heard one of the workers mention something about a cave that could be a hideout for the thugs.
That's me. There's this cave dug out by the Karnak folk about 100 years ago. My old man told me it was meant to be a shelter in times of war or some other disaster. I was there a couple of times when I
Sounds
was
like
a
Uncle
kid.
Albert.
They used to be safer back then. Now it's all but abandoned. If you ask me, that's exactly where those folks who beat up the guard could be hiding. Sure.
Someone's bound to start trouble.
Still here.
Okay, so a couple of things close together then. Royal Geographer's Note. Magic Oak Merlin. Merlin is a tree that grew from an acorn brought from the Holy Land by a legendary wizard of the same name. He gifted the young sapling to Palamedes, a founder of the Tarian family, who planted it at the burial site of brave warriors with whom he fought. August gives Merlin its unusual leaf coloration. Legend has it that among the bodies of the knights there are also remains of Fore-Dwellers, which could indeed explain the supernatural properties the tree possesses. Or perhaps Merlin himself breathed magical life into the sapling. We will likely never know. What's certain, however, is the oak is unique on the entire island. The wealth of Kunak does not lie in its mines, it lies in its unparalleled history, the memory of which should be honoured every day. Unibiz. Yes. Oh, guess I'm not going around that way then. Gotcha that time. This. Nimble little shits, aren't they?
Hold your ground, men. Your gold belongs to us now. Your wealth is ours. Nicely fearless. I'm invincible.
Invincible my ass. Ooh, perfect Gladius. Yeah. Oh. Steel chest plate. Bad luck, actually. Kind of need something underneath it, I feel. Like this has at least got a shirt underneath it. Real men, what, don't get cold nipples or something. And wear dresses. Cucumber I am rather, aren't I? Right, so anything that weighs a lot and isn't worth much. Well, that's a good place to start. That's really not worth much. Hmm. Yeah, gets me right side of the weight line. Evening, Grey.
I'll get you back. I see fear in your eyes. This is going to hurt. Your gold belongs to us now.
Whew, gotcha. Meteorite throwing knife. Sap stained letter. Got another one coming your way, shouldn't be much trouble. Eager Tide thinks he's doing some good. Talking about deserters stealing from camps, should walk right in. Oh, interesting. Same deal as before. Take what we're taking, dump the rest where no one will look. Don't watch it, it's time. Last fool nearly crawled back. If he makes it out alive, he'll start asking questions, and I'm not in the mood to run. My share better be ready when I stop by. No tricks this time. I'll make sure your Kamelot friends play you over that. No. You got a traitor in their midst. Does this medium armor look like? Slightly less cool than the heavy armor, although the colour's quite cool. Actually looks heavier than the heavy armor. What was the light armor look like? Actually not as bad on me as it did on the other idiot who took it off. He had a different model and nothing on his shoulders. It didn't really look very good on him. There'll be at least one more. There we are. Cool. Avalon. Need some points into endurance, don't I? I think only 1 point actually. Looking at here. Initial damage. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. Look in the inventory. So better armor, increased spell power, and spell power goes up further when health is lower than max mana. Increased mana cost with low health, increases critical chance. Be my first choice, but we'll see how we do. Did I get magic pants of any kind? Not yet. Use? Yes. Movement speed multiplier with low mana and critical chance. They do leave me with slightly bare ankles, which is not ideal right now. So sure how to get there. Maybe back around this way. That's that way, okay. Okay. That gateway will lead into this area. Don't think is where I want to be. The bare necessities. Because you got to sing the song when you're in trouble. Fuck you, motherfucker. I'm gonna zap that dude the fuck out of it. Lest I get my backside kicked. Am I going to fight it eventually? Well, yeah, right now. The few spells I've thrown in his direction do no damage though, so.
I'll get you back tenfold.
I don't think perhaps that you will. Spanked. Stuck between a rock and a hard place there. Fortunately, it didn't cost me. Yeah, I have a theory that I'm playing the easiest of options by going mage. I think anything else is going to be harder. Don't know about sword and board if you can get the hang of it. My brief trying of it, I didn't.
We may be in for a fight.
Bang. I mean, it's conceivable I might be in for a fight. More likely in for a beating, really. But quite the same thing. With 100 and weighs 4, that's not really that much. $250 and weighs 7. That's probably worth dropping. Come back if needs be. What I'm doing here, apart from wiping out.
Huh? Did you hear something?
Deserters. Bleed works on it. That's cool if you got it.
I'll strike you down.
I'll strike you down. I don't think you will somehow, buddy. I think my chirpy friend here has a better chance of doing that. Executioner's axe. Yeah, cool. Instantly kills an enemy less than 10% health. 15 strength required. Crit the spell marks enemy cause them to take more damage. Yeah, I don't know what my crit chance looks like. That's all. %. Well, that's not quite a quarter of the time, but that's not terrible. Mana regen outside of combat, max health, movement speed, crit stuff. It's like a good idea for now. Heavy, not worth a fair penny. On the other hand, $450. It's not worth enough, is it? Seems unlikely to me that an outcast villager would have those such fine quality trousers on. Can only assume it's stolen goods. Very efficient about packing their stacks, are they? What did you put in that sack? 1 carrot. And that barrel? 1 carrot. In the whole barrel, yeah. 1 carrot. There's a carrot and a potato in that crate. Oh, lovely. Oh, bloodthorn. That's interesting. What is it? Weapon relic. You had your goddamn mind. You know very well it was supposed to be a clean job. That was the deal. I understood the needing to rough someone up, but that Kamelot guy, you almost killed him. The man can't even recognize his own brother. What the hell did you do? Why the hell did you do that? It's madness. For now, you're to lay low. When I get my hands on the ones responsible for this, I'll smash his head against my anvil. Oh, next time, focus more on sabotaging equipment instead of beating people up. The damage you did last time is nothing. They'll fix it in no time. Yarr, my foot's itching. Alright. Hmm. Okay. So for now, lots of proving that Ryan's been sending people to his deaths. That's probably the first one to do. I'll see where he is when I get out of there. Not even sensible. Really, no. That's a bit more sensible. Worth a bit more. It's an absolute unit of a carrot. You have to be a pretty fucking huge carrot. Oh, there he is. He's over there. I can't get to him. Can't see how to get to that shrine either. I'm sure there's a way. Probably from somewhere over that side. Lob a rock at the fucker. Judging by the fact he's walking off in that direction, I'm going to assume the way over is somewhere over there. Either way, I'm going to leave him to it for now. Derelict Amphitheatre. Nothing delights the crowd more than a skillfully performed spectacle, whether musical or theatrical. It's well known by the spectators at the tournaments of the Warriors' Fair and subjects of the House of Tyrion, which has proudly overseen the region of Kunacht for many years. This region, celebrated for its fertile lands and rich minerals deposits, is esteemed throughout Avalon. No surprise that Lord Demurd Tyrion decided to gift his subjects with a magnificent amphitheatre. Venue attracts artists from all over the island. Experts say that acoustics here are unmatched by any other stage in Avalon. Traveller, remember that if you have the chance to see a performance in this amphitheatre, be sure to take it. The Royal Geographers.
Down.
Oh, she's got friends and they are throwing stuff at me.
No match for our band.
Let's just get a little heal off.
Give up now.
See how well Nina the Chill Heart deals with, oh, cool. Fire. Bad as well as her friends. Waited really, because I'm about to loot these guys later. Might have been the play. There's a box somewhere I can stuff something in. Plus side, sun's coming up. Oh. I fight for our brotherhood, Bors the Mighty. Two-handed warrior, huh? Doesn't want to be too entitled, but I've lost the corpses. I'm not very happy about it. Defense of Blood Magic by Morgan Le Fay. No, I do not have a basement full of slaves, and nor do I bathe in virgin blood. It's true that I take an academic interest in blood magic, used ethically, meaning using the caster's own blood. It's neither immoral nor impractical. Blood Ward, for instance, works best when tied directly to the caster, reflecting their magic. Using foreign blood, pointless, as it lacks the caster's essence. Of course, this magic has its risks. Overeager mages may push themselves too far, but I'm exploring solutions, including potions to amplify potential under strain. Early results promising. Blood magic, though controversial, is as old as Avalon itself, and deserves study, not fear. Let's not dismiss its potential out of ignorance. Life transfusion. Honorary madness with Rumpold, who's up to the usual nonsense again. I apparently have a recipe for fried cheese. It's got to be better than his sour herring and cheese. I don't think there's many things in the world that wouldn't be better than sour herring and cheese. Ambergris fragment. Oh, it's a amulet increases your health by 20. Okay, that's not particularly exciting. It seemed a bit more interesting. But now then. Has the lighting improved enough that I might have a chance of finding some corpses? So there's up some bad guys. The bodies did entertaining cartwheels, and I don't know where they ended up. Yeah. Well, as long as I can find the owner of that sword. Okay, and Vera the Chill Heart, there's her head. Whole bunch of goodies. Stalker's Mask. Magic critical chance goes up and crit damage. Night Stalker's Tunic. It requires more perception, magical critical chance, and critical damage in general. How does it look? Quite cool. That's cool as what I've got. I don't have the stats for either. Night Stalker's Trousers, magical critical chance again. Probably fit better than the ones I've currently got. And what's this ring? Range critical chance. Shoes, which guess what? Critical damage. It's all on the crits. Well, she had an interesting looking sword though, didn't she? Frostblade. Sword-made device that deals a portion of its damage as cold. Deals 110% damage if paired with the Inferno Blade, which I don't think I've seen. Strength and spirituality. If you want to go for magical blade wielder. Some kind of spell blade of sorts. I'm guessing she has a sister or brother or something, a counterpart somewhere in these lands who wields the Inferno Blade. I would assume. How we doing, Steve? You alright? Got home from work, ate food and fell asleep. Yep, that seems reasonable. I used to do that quite a lot. Not quite as much these days, actually. Weirdly, it's kind of less as I get older. Happening less as I get older. Go that way. I should get some pictures of this very cool amphitheatre, shouldn't I? It's probably of this very cool gateway as well. There's it's very annoying to run out of pictures for thumbnails. Well, that's going to happen in a hurry, I don't think. Well, not now, but got a few today. Right button, that's the right button. Insomnia and narcolepsy. Yeah. When I had an armchair to sit in, and it was generally when I tended to fall asleep. Now I'm sitting in front of the computer, I don't tend to do so much. Some of that might have to be down to a blue light effect coming off the screen. Although I do yawn enough, I suppose. There's making himself yawn thinking about it. So you work out who this blacksmith in the area is.
Could use some action.
Hello. Have you learned anything new about the sabotage?
Yeah, actually. Went to the cave, found something that could point to the person responsible.
So it turns out that the perpetrators of all this mess were indeed hiding there. Thank you for taking the risk and for your help. I'll send a messenger to Denholm. He's the only one who can give further orders, though I have no doubt that justice will be served.
Well, he has been on those guys. They're decidedly on the dead side.
Someone's bound to start trouble.
That's all I got to do. That was easy enough. I was thinking they might want me to find the guy. Maybe I could have gone and found the guy and done a bit more with it, perhaps. Oh, pretty floaty leaves falling down there. Ooh, nearly screwed that up. After work and after dinner. Crikey. I was going to say I'd never sleep at night, but it's enough of a struggle as it is. So. Yeah, exactly. I'll get tired now for a bit, and then I'll get up and get the bathroom and get a drink and stuff when I finish. And then that'll perk me right back up again until I need to, till probably much later than I want to. Let's turn this one in, and then we'll have a look at some other quests. Use. The cues. Run. Run. Stop sawing on your log that you're making absolutely no progress on and moving your saw weirdly side to side, not just forward and backwards. Because apparently physics and also your hands are not really staying on the handle. He's moving the saw, he's just trying to match it and failing. And it's all kind of a mess. That's interesting. We've got this guy. I think they've maybe not quite nailed this. She's right here. Let's Luther wants to find Bryn and test his loyalty to the children of Morrigan. Ah, yes. I remember, because we're being a sneaky sort.
Hey, are you with the guild too? I'm waiting on someone from the guild. You know which guild. And if you don't know, well, I might just have to kill you.
My Morrigan swings shield us from enemy eyes.
Ha! I knew it! I just knew you were with the children. Are you here to give me my assignment? Luth said someone would be coming soon with my first task. My first task! I can't wait!
I see, one nap. Okay, right. Yeah, that did definitely read like two separate instances of napping there, guy. That makes some more sense. You finish work at 9 PM. Oof. I mean, I worked worse hours than that, but still, not great. How are you doing, Africa? Right. Am I married? I am engaged, not married. Although at this point, it might as well be. You're a Bryn, right?
Yeah, that's me. Edgar's brother. You've heard of him, right? He's already a fledgling. He's the one who convinced me to join the guild, and I can't wait to get started. He told me the first tasks aren't too bad. You know, delivering messages, eavesdropping, that kind of thing. And I really hope so, because, to be honest, I get a little queasy at the sight of blood. But I'm sure I'll toughen up soon enough. So, do you have a task for me?
You're very energetic.
My brother always says I speak without thinking, and one day it's going to get me killed. But that's just who I am, you know? When I'm excited about something, I can't hold it in, or it feels like I'll burst.
Tell me why you want to join the Children of Morrigan.
I never really thought about it, to be honest. I guess I was a little jealous of my brother. He's doing so well. He's got food in his belly, decent clothes, and people actually respect him. These days, that's about as good as it gets. That's why I want to join.
Not cut out for the guild and you know too much. Not fit for the guild. Leave and forget you ever wanted to join. I'm not going to kill him because he doesn't. I don't think he knows enough to be problematic, really. He knows that you're spying and eavesdropping and stuff like that. Delivering messages, that's all he really knows. And he knows they probably do more than that. And he knows his brother's in. Other than that, I mean, he's a weak link, but if you know about it, it's not a problem.
But wait, I'm waiting for my task. I have to prove myself. I want to be a child of Morrigan. Please, give me a chance.
God, he sounds like... He reminds me of characters in Dragon Age Origins, actually, this guy. Guild races crows, not sparrows. Time's up. Just get out of here, go do something else.
I can't believe it. I can't believe you're that naive. Falling for the old, innocent young recruit trick. Soft-hearted, are we, hatchling? You just showed that you care more about random strangers than following orders. Luth had you figured out. He knew you'd needed testing. There's no place for someone like you in our ranks.
Well, so he's sending it around on me. Okay, well, it's not going to end well for him.
It means you're out. And if you even think about telling anyone what you've seen here, trust me, an arrow will find your throat before you say a word. So, I suggest you do as you just told me.
Ooh.
Walk away. We've got nothing left to discuss. You could have been someone.
Yeah, about that. Can't read that. That was interesting. To tell Luther to kill the Bryn. Yeah, I don't think that switch is. Okay, I think that is. I think he was being honest at the end there. That Luther wanted him to test me. See whether or not I'd let him walk, or I'd actually kill him. Unfortunately for him, by revealing himself to be in this way, he got himself killed.
You're here!
Well, that left to get one-shotted. Yeah, he wasn't really much of a badass, was he? You tried to kill me, didn't you?
Me? No, not at all. I told you, they stole my heirloom.
No, they didn't. You worked with them and they robbed and killed adventurers like me.
Well, that's absurd. Why would I do that? I've never even spoken to a deserter.
So split the show with you.
You don't know what it's like to live here. It's unbearable. Everyone's poor. The Menhir is failing and the Red Death is creeping closer every day. And Kamelot? It'll be even worse. At least I'm somebody here. There, I'd be nothing. And I won't rot in a cell. Over my dead body!
Good night. Well, that's fine. If you don't want to rot in a cell, you can rot in the ground instead. Talk shit, get shitted upon, yeah. Talk shit, get banged. Not the kind of banging you want. Luke's down that way now, is he? Interesting. Especially with not Luke saw me deal with that guy. I mean, yeah. So I was going to let him go away because there was no real point. He wasn't, you didn't know, seems to know enough to be a threat to anybody, and pointless killing the guy. Then he acted all, well, actually, touche motherfucker, it was a task to test you, not me. And you've been caught failing. I was like, okay. Guess I killed you then. He really should have just kept his mouth shut and... Oh, did I not get this? Petrified visage. Yeah, he really should have just kept his mouth shut and reported, and he might have survived.
It takes more than just ambition to fly. You've got what it takes. You've surprised me, buddy. And as it seems, not just me.
No, you're a silly little...
You inside. From now on, you answer to them. Congratulations and good luck.
No longer my superior. What's this place? What should I know myself? Tell me something about yourself now. Where's this place?
We call it the Morrigan's Hollow, our dwelling in Kunot. The passage only opens for those who carry the sigil I gave you. You'll be able to stock up on supplies, rest, or hide if things get too heated outside.
If the sigil falls in the wrong hands?
Crow sigils know their owner. If they end up in the wrong hands, they turn into worthless stone.
So you're no longer my superior?
So it seems. You're climbing up, Birdie. Truly impressive. Even I didn't gain favor so quickly. But I trust self. If the crows see something in you, they are right about it.
Tell me something about yourself.
I have no tales to share, Birdie. I'm absolutely uninteresting. But I'm touched that you asked. Really.
I think that may be a lie, but probably a sensible one. Tell me about yourself.
Nothing that can help you. You managed well with me. Perhaps you'll manage just as well from here on. Alright, enough chatter. Don't keep self waiting too long. From what I hear, there are some plans for you. Break a wing and take care. I like you. Don't ruin that.
I'm a little stumped though. Why, about this whole quest that I've just done. Like, it didn't seem to be the case that, it seemed like I was being tested on whether or not I would take him out, which I did. But, it didn't seem like that guy needed taking out in the end. It seemed like, I don't know. I'm not really sure what the group was intended to achieve there. Other than being one member down. And that guy wasn't very affected, so they hadn't lost much, but... You know. Like he was going to achieve much either. Weird.
There you are, my little hatchling. I hear you've been working hard. That makes me glad. I had a good feeling about you. And I do love being proven right.
So your name's Self, why?
Why not? If a name defines us, then I am all I need to be.
Is there a story?
Does there always need to be a story? My name is my own. That's all there is to it. No.
Care to elaborate? I think that was a fairly predictable outcome. What have you got job for? What job have you got for me next?
Just don't let that eagerness turn into recklessness. Some children get a little too fond of blood, and then we have to clip their wings. I do have another task, but I'm afraid it's not a job I can give to a mere hatchling.
Best promote me then, hadn't you?
I know you can. You've shown that you're ruthless, driven, and cunning when it counts. It would insult both you and Morrigan to keep treating you like a chick begging for worms. No, it's time you took flight. Congratulations. From now on, you're a fledgling. Make us proud.
What's being a fledgling entail?
First, from now on, you answer only to me and the other crows. Any hatchlings we send your way are yours to command. If you decide they're not fit for the guild, it's up to you to take care of them. As for your tasks, how you handle them is your business. I don't care about the methods, only the results. The rest, we'll see how you do.
Thank you.
It is. I'm glad you understand that. Most hatchlings don't live to see this day.
About that
Your
task?
next assignment is of utmost importance to all the children of Morrigan. That includes you now, so I trust you'll approach it with even greater diligence than any task you've been given so far. A while ago, we lost contact with one of the seers. What makes this even more troubling is that he was in possession of the head of Morrigan. I doubt he's still alive, so I need you to find his body and, most importantly, recover the head of Morrigan.
I assume it's not literally the head of your goddess.
Eliminate anyone who dared to touch it.
We're so sure it's dead.
Because every seer tasked with guarding the head pledges an oath to protect it with their life. And death is the only acceptable reason to stop reporting its whereabouts.
Now, what do you mean by the head of Morrigan?
Severed head. Preserved, of course. It is hundreds of years old, after all.
Really Morrigan's? I'm
In a
assuming
way.
not.
According to the seers, it belonged to one of the Morrigan's avatars. A human she deemed worthy to serve as her vessel for a time.
Okay, that
When the
makes
vessel's
a bit more
purpose was
sense.
fulfilled, Morrigan commanded the children to sever its head, so it could forever serve her clerics in spreading her will. Now you see why it must be treated with the utmost care and respect.
Do anything?
You'd have to ask the seers about that, though it's not likely they'd tell you. They keep their secrets closely guarded and only speak to the crows. But who knows? Morrigan willing, you may one day have the chance to pester them with your questions. I, for one, am looking forward to it.
I'll fetch it back.
See that you do. I've marked the seer's last known location
In a bit,
on the
Gray.
map. Oh, and if he really is dead, there's likely to be a complication. You see, the seers are very protective of their secrets, even after death. His corpse will probably be guarded by a banshee, and banshees don't distinguish between friend and foe. But I'm confident you'll manage. Now go. May Morrigan's wings shield you from prying eyes.
Who are these seers?
Clerics of Morrigan. They are the most devoted among the children and the ones closest to her. Their role is to ensure that our actions align with Morrigan's will. Without the seers, we'd be nothing more than a band of murderers, killing indiscriminately for no purpose. That's not who the children are, and it's not who we can ever become.
Cool, so get more gear. Good damage, attack speed. Didn't really think it'd be my thing. What about the sneaky stuff? Oh, it's similar to some other stuff I've got, really. Bit different. Interesting messer on the guy there. I kind of got the vibe on the way in there might be somebody in here to trade with. This does have slight Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary vibes, doesn't it? I'm looking around, it's not really worth anything. It has a noteworthy amount of weight to it. It'd do the job. It's more than I really want to drop, but needs must. I should move again now. Because apparently I can't trade in here, and I thought I could. Kind of got the vibe that I could. Oh well. I think what I do need to do right now is find my way into town to find somebody to trade with. Yeah, I think that's going to be our play next. I'll go and stick my nose in town and see what I can find. Oop, wrong button there. There's the men here. Looming over the town. The city. So, big red crosses. Ooh, that's not good. Anyone else getting flashbacks to Avowed here? That's cool. Creepy. I passed out in front of the men here, and I assume it's got something to do with old Artie.
Don't even say that. Someone comes, lights the men here, and then dies on all watch? People would be at my door with pitchforks.
That's interesting.
He's waking up. Welcome back to the land of the living, our hero.
Help him up, Ansel.
Caradog, that was his name.
Welcome to my home. Quite a scene unfolded at the men here, with you at the heart of it. I can't decide if I'm more delighted or surprised. What was it that made the men here react to you?
I'm not sharing that, but yeah, that'd be Arthur, I think. Wish I knew.
The local men here have been rather lifeless for quite some time. Then you come along, breathe life into what was dead, and, whether you meant to or not, alter the course of our history. That's how I see it anyway. Tell me, do you know what this Menhir represents?
Statues of Ward of the Wyrdness built by Merlin? No, I don't think he built them, did he? Got the impression he didn't build. I think there was a bit more to it than that. Like they might have already been here or something. I don't know. I don't know how they affect me or I affect them. The Ward of the Wyrdness. Some say they were here before humans. Yeah, that I think is more the case.
Is that so? That would be quite the discovery. The people of Avalon still believe the legend that Merlin, under King Arthur's command, raised the Menhirs to protect us from the mist that spawns monsters. But none of this matters in our current situation. Here, the Menhir represents something more. For some, it's a symbol of freedom and independence. Strength, if you will. It shows that the people of Connacht, my subjects, can face any challenge, even at the world's end. And for others, like our guest from Kamelot, whom I'm sure you've seen, it's a symbol of power. Power once granted by King Arthur, and therefore by Kamelot. And power that has been granted can be taken away.
Did mention they were planning to take it away. Kamelot wants to take them in here. Why? Your people will be lost if they do. Yeah, I'm opposed to allowing that, I think. Really, because I don't really trust Kamelot. I'd like to swing it around into being a shining beacon and all that, but it really isn't right now. Although I am kind of going in a sneaky, non-direct approach to turning into that, so who knows. Kamelot wants to take your men here. Why?
Officially? They say they want to gather all the men here scattered across Avalon, set them around Kamelot, and bring people there to ensure their safety. That is, if they can figure out how to restore the power of the Menhirs.
And unofficially?
I don't think we know each other well enough to speak on unofficial terms.
Kamelot takes the men here. Your people are screwed.
I'm well aware. And now we're also facing an outbreak of the Red Death, which will no doubt influence Kamelot's decision on whether to offer my people shelter. But with the Menhir reignited, the people of Connacht will be even less willing to give up and go to Kamelot. If anything, I expect rebellion to break out. And bloodshed is something neither we nor the capital want.
They did have big old chains attached to that Merlin tree and a big water wheel type thing that looked like they were trying to pull that out of the ground so they could move it somewhere else as well. I don't know if that's what they're trying to do, but it looked like it. So maybe they're planning on building a big ass fucking crane and a massive, massive ass wagon bed of some kind to lower it onto and drag it with a shit lot of horses, I would assume. But that's my only guess. What would you prefer to happen instead of bloodshed and rebellion?
I don't know, to be honest. It's not something I could admit publicly, but I feel both sides have a point. I understand the people who don't want to abandon their homeland, and I understand the knights who must face a long-lost terror and find a solution to an impossible problem. Believe me, being a lord in times like these is a heavy burden.
What do you want? Why should I care? I'm just searching for Palamedes' shield. What do you want from me?
I want you to speak with Dinno and try to calm him down. He's the commander of Kamelot's forces stationed in Connacht, and as you probably imagine, your presence here didn't exactly make his job easier. With the men here active again, everything could change.
Searching for Palamedes' shield.
Palamedes' shield, you say? An unusual request. That shield rests beneath the men here. And legend has it that it used to fuel its power for centuries.
I don't suppose
I
it
don't
did,
mind if
but...
you look at it, touch it, whatever you need. Just don't take it. It's a treasured relic, and the people of Connacht are quite attached to it. And you're probably just as attached to your head. which you'll lose if we catch you trying to steal the shield. If you need anything, speak to Ansem. He's the one who decides what's worth my time.
Interesting.
Stay quiet. Stay safe. You startled me. Ah, a new face. I am Anselm, Major Domo to Lord Yvain. Any business to be done in Connacht usually passes through my hands first.
Kind of business, life at court. Must be challenging to protect the court in these times. Oh, what kind of business?
From managing the court's affairs to ensuring Connacht doesn't collapse under its own weight. It's my duty to keep things running smoothly. Not an easy task, given the times. And you? What brings you here? Wandering so close to the heart of Connacht's business. You don't strike me as the idle type.
So we challenge to protect the court in these
Challenging
times.
doesn't begin to describe it. The court is the heart of Connacht, and if it falters, the rest follows. That's a heavy weight to bear. But if I'm honest, it's the plague that keeps me awake at night. I've seen what it does, how it spreads, how it steals lives without mercy. I lost my family to it. The only reason I'm still here is because I was locked away at court while they were quarantined. Since then, protecting this place, keeping it safe, has been more than a duty. It's been everything.
So,
Be well. The court has need for capable hands like yours.
Does it now? Interesting little castle.
You startled me.
My butt's going to sleep. There's the men here. There's castles, lots of a castle, more yeah, shield symbol, Palmedi's shield, presumably. Actually, technically Arthur's shield, but anyway. Got a vaguely Mediterranean vibe to it. Britta Silver Arrow. Kunite legends and silent protector of her people, may her memory of her deeds never fade. Let's see. Man, here's in the center of town. So there's the big old castle, and there's a big old statue of a Gorgon from the look of it. Yeah, I didn't quite mean to fall off there. Some cool pictures of that, hopefully. Men here. Men here are what? That's down, presumably the way to Palmedi's shield, okay. One really is up. That looks like up. There's the shield. Creepy. So we're gonna go up this way. Still unsure as to what that big old castle, which is presumably up here, is all about. Just be in light of the fact that it's not their boss's castle, the Lord's, whatever his title actually is. Boss man. Big chap. So we've got a whole bunch of traders over here, supposedly.
You doing okay? You're not here to talk about the men here, are you? Oh, please say no. I've had my fill of that topic for a lifetime. Oh, there are far more exciting things to chat about. Like treasure hunting, for instance. You got a look about you. I bet you've been to some dangerous places, haven't you? I'm Bonksy, by the way. I'm an adventurer myself. I have a few trinkets to sell from my last expedition. Want to take a look?
Let's just talk about the men, huh?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm just passing through. From what I understand, Kamelot wants to move it to their place along with the inhabitants, but they prefer to stay. They want to live in one place their whole lives. Can you imagine that?
So, how's business?
Slowly but surely. In Connacht, fewer people than I expected are looking for artifacts, potion ingredients, or adventuring gear, so I'm counting on travelers. Like you. You must be interested in unique enchanted items, right? Oh, of course you are. I've got something, well, peculiar. But it comes with a fascinating story. It's a piece of armor I found on one of my expeditions. A beautiful, knightly breastplate with just one tiny flaw. It screams in pain when it's struck.
That's quite
It's kind of
cool,
funny,
actually.
But I'm afraid not many people have the sense of humor to wear it. I'll let it go for a mere 200 coins.
Not for me, thanks.
Oh no, really? Oh well, maybe another time. Unless someone else snatches it up first.
More the
Good to
wizardy
see-
type. Open shop. What you got? Athletic skill. Armor that raises max. Vengeful spike. That's an armor I like. Well, I can apparently sell quite a lot to her. I'll get rid of it because I have a feeling I already have one of those, but any potions to get rid of that I don't want? I don't think so. Don't want that. It's fine for now. Cool.
Oh, hello there.
Behind me is Osmond and Olwen, who are at the bottom of the stairs. Okay, right.
Welcome! I haven't seen you around before.
But since you decided to visit, I can tell that you have excellent taste. One day, a friend of mine asked me if her new dress looked good, and I told her, you have excellent taste. She was tickled pink and said, oh, do you really think so? And I said, absolutely. After all, you came to me for advice. Now, let's get down to business.
Interesting
My name
fellow.
is Osmond. If you're in need of a bow or some arrows,
So he's got to sell bows and arrows. Vulgar bow. Nightshade bow. Extra sneak attack damage is pretty cool. Arcanist bow, frostbloom bow.
I envy you. Hello.
No, have any work around here?
As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I've written a letter to Lord Yvain, a few suggestions on how, in my view, he ought to handle this whole business with Kamelot. Figured he could use a bit of advice from someone with strategic sense, a head for negotiation, and a touch of military experience. Would you take it to him? You've got younger legs, and I'd rather not leave my stall unattended. I'll give you a few coins for your trouble.
All right.
Brilliant. Here you go. Just don't lose it. I've only got the one copy, and I've no mind to write it all out again.
Right. Somehow I think that's going to go over about as well as a punch in the face, but anyway.
Hello
Halloween.
there. Looking for solid, affordable gear? You've come to the right place. Ah, but where are my manners? I'm Alwyn, and you, my dear stranger, look like you're in dire need of a resupply.
So he's got first up. He's got Red Shield Commander's armor. Looks pretty cool. A load of booze and some food. Ooh, weird lantern. Don't know what the deal with that is, but it looks like it might be a thing that's worth having. Sheds new light on the events. I'll take one. My next question. Now there's a stash over to my left somewhere. Right here. Wonderful. I knew there was going to be one somewhere. I'll make sure, because I put a poison knight's greatsword in there. Yeah, well, not quite the collection of magical weapons that I'm not selling because they're cool and unique. And a short sword, apparently, and a dagger. Not sure why I'm holding on to those, but anyway. A lot of versions of the Burning Ember spell, apparently. I definitely don't need that many. Impulse Revenge, yeah, I remember that. Helps by killing stuns, pushes back on nearby enemies. Yeah. Helpful, but not as good as some of the things we've got. Yeah. Lol. Anyway. I don't think there's anything I actually do want to stash, is there? I think I already had one of those in there, didn't I? Life transfusion. Pretty sure that was in there. Yep, that's fine. So, that can be sold. Moment. Ooh. Something in my eye, other than my finger. I suspect there's a very decently large quantity of stuff stashed away here. Tick, tick, tick. Alright.
Hello there.
Just in the nick of time to sell the stuff I don't need. Cool. Wonderful. And the men here keeping town safe, of course. Bounty boards over that way. Home. Home I can buy there. Yeah, interesting. Going to, because I got a place elsewhere, but that's cool. Let's go and hit up the bounty board. Can't tell which side it is. Look at that. Suggests it's maybe accessible this way. Maybe down that way. You don't have to be sure. So it is on the lower level. Okay. I'd have to go that way and round. On this side, there should be a way
nice
down.
to see you.
That way. Go around this way, I think. Can't see much. Keep on going. There's a bridge in front of me. On the other side here. Yeah, there's a bounty board. Who to turn it into, though? Oh, God knows this time of day. Oh, someone's bear claws. Of course, my scene needs bear claws. Collection of bear claws now required. Used to replace comically inadequate tent stakes that some of you seem to enjoy tripping over. Okay. Croakmore skin. Wolf pelts. Maragos shells. Not apparently wanted criminals, despite the fact I found a whole bunch of them. Interesting. What I haven't found thus far is a fireplace anywhere, and I can settle down and pass the time in town. Catch you later, Cal. Have a good night. Here's my horse. And I came in the gate and just healed over right about here, because that's the house that's sealed off. Keep the Red Death out. I think I need to go that way. I mean, that's bridge that way, under the bridge that way. So many things to explore. First, I need to find somewhere to kip.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Xion then.
Yeah. On the 14th day of the month of Oak, a procession dressed in red passed through. They dragged people from their homes. Eventually, they came for us as well. Me and my Brianna, our possessions. They took everything. Took it all for themselves. Now, I have nothing left. I'm just...
What are you talking about?
Then I lived in the borough, near Kamelot, you see. I was there when the priest came with a crowd of penitents, dressed in robes made of parchment laden with the word. The priest cracked their holy whips and delivered fiery speeches. No more red death, no more suffering.
You infected?
No, but I was cured nonetheless. I gave up everything for the cure. I gave up Brianna and all my possessions. I had to cleanse myself. Yes, now I am pure. Can you see? Can you see? Yes, now I am pure. Thank you.
No, that was necessarily a good call, but... In here, vault, huh? I can place a bonfire right here in town. Fine. Artie. What's to ask? The children of Morrigan exist in your time?
I was familiar with tales of secret societies, said to have come with us from the homelands. I tasked my sister, Morgaine, with investigating them. But amidst the fires of war, I had little chance to keep a close watch on her. It was only near the end of my life that I learned she herself was a follower of Morrigan. Perhaps I would have seen it as betrayal. But thanks to you, I understand now that while the children's ways may be questionable, they do seem in their own
not like yours weren't.
manner to care for Avalon's safety.
What do you think of Lord Yvain?
Well, the apple has fallen far from the tree. I don't see the air of Palamedes in him. His ancestor was a ruler devoted to his people. He was even capable of defying me when the situation called for it. I always respected him for that. And Yvain, I see a man trying to please everyone. That is the gravest sin a leader can commit. Decisions are never easy, but they must be made.
That's not always true.
I see that the current Lord
sometimes decisions are very easy.
That moment, and I fear it's his people who will suffer most because of his indecision. I know much time has passed. I just hope Palamedes' bloodline wasn't diluted by the carelessness of one of Yvain's foremothers.
Don't know what that's supposed to mean, but oh, of course, he's implying that one of his foremothers may have gone looking for a little action on the side, and the heir may not actually be the heir. Menhir, what do you think happened?
I have no idea. The Menhirs were Merlin and Nimue's domain. I was mostly just relieved they worked. Although I've always felt an odd sense of familiarity with them. I think they reacted to the power we now wield. The Fore-Dweller element within us. But why and how? That's beyond even my understanding.
I wonder if the Menhirs are actually Fore-Dwellers have been petrified.
Well, you were unconscious for a while.
You don't know?
I'm not inside your mind. I can watch, and sometimes I can help, but nothing more than that. Your feelings, your pain, they're yours.
Like I'm like a horse.
I cannot take them from you, nor shield you from them. Throughout my life, I've rarely been idle. This helplessness feels unsettling at times.
Fine, no need to worry. I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. Don't pretend you care. I'm fine.
Good. That's good. You're admirably resilient. You remind me of some of my knights. The ones who helped me to build Avalon. Never surrendering, never backing down. We may not have chosen each other's company, but I'm glad it's you I ended up traveling with.
Why do I feel like that's going to shift eventually? Let's take a little nappy nap. And then drop a save, because it's getting towards that kind of time. Nice. There we go. Oof, everything's all protesty today. Yeah, that was cool. Connacht is an interesting space, weirdly spooky and also kind of ordinary in some ways in some areas as well. Interesting juxtaposition. Definitely intriguing. Yeah, still got a few quests to do and a lot more to explore here, I think. So back to it tomorrow, which should be cool. Definitely enjoying this game. I'm not quite sure 100% exactly on how I'm going to approach this week. Definitely going to do Dead Space later in the week. Prior to that, more Tainted Grail tomorrow. I'm a couple of ranks off. I'm like rank 98 or something at the moment, and I'm kind of inclined to just bash through the challenges, get it done, and then do something else on Wednesday rather than playing Fallout, because I'm not getting a great deal out of gameplay at the moment. The building side of things, but it's on the PTS, and outside of that, very much a meh feeling at the moment. I did spend some bullion on stuff that I don't really need today, and grabbed a whole bunch of footage quite successfully, to be fair. More successfully than I usually get, so that was something, but yeah, I might play something I'm enjoying a bit more instead. Possibly this. Seems Dead Space will be cool, but it won't take that long to get through. Now, big things coming up. What have we got? Let's have a look at the future games situation. There's a couple of things that are listed as blank for the end of the year still. Oh, excuse me. Cronus New Dawn September, but I'm not going to be able to play it because its system requirements are too high. Borderlands is coming out, but I'm not going to play that. So there's The Outer Worlds 2 in October and Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2 in October. So, Outer Worlds 2 is the end of October, 29th. And Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is some other time in October. But that's what? 3 months off for The Outer Worlds 2, and it's just not that far off. Less probably for Bloodlines 2. Yeah, I think we'll be able to step along to that without too much difficulty. If anything, I will likely be struggling for something to fill a gap in the schedule with, but worst case scenario, there are options. So while I think about it, one of the options. Long to use it. Arkham City. Allegedly, Arkham City is actually quite short as well. 20 or so hours. So... yeah, that might be an option. Drop that one in there, maybe. Oop, that wasn't the plan. If we have enough time. A lot of good new games this year. There's been quite a lot. In terms of ones I've actually played, the list is a bit shorter. Excuse me. So far, Avalon is the one that's holding my game of the year. I did enjoy Avowed, although it annoyed me in a couple of places. Avalon did a bit better. DLC was a little disappointing. But the base game I really, really enjoyed. Other than that, this one is also really, really cool as well. So I think Atom might just marginally pip this one. This is Tainted Grail as a close second at the moment. We'll see what else happens. Obviously, there's other stuff I would have liked to have played, but I can't this year. Where's my spreadsheet again? So Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I didn't get to play that. Hang on. Go away. I will eventually, but for right now, no. Doom Dark Ages, that's unreachable. We also played, what else did we play? We played South of Midnight was one of the big ones early on, wasn't it? I'm sure there was something else we played. Shoulders right now. Objecting. So what else did we play? I'll play some Resident Evil 7. That's not exactly a new one though, so that doesn't really count. And there was Indiana Jones, but technically that's last year. That was really good though. So Arkham Asylum this year. I thought it was further back than that. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. There's other stuff coming up, but a lot of that's next year. I also want to know more about Solasta 2, because I've not heard anything about that in a while. A quick Google. Solasta 2, there we go. They did a July dev stream at some point, the beginning of July, a month ago now. It's the last thing they did anything. They have a Blue Sky link, they do. Next community stream is Friday 8th. What's this Friday? At 9 AM Pacific, 12 PM Eastern, and 6 PM Central European. Yeah, it'll be 5 PM here on Friday. So we could watch that. See what's finding out what's going on. But right now, still no word on release date. Other than the fact it's supposed to enter into early access this year, we've not heard anything yet, so I have to see. The altars. Yeah, the lack of basic reasonable behaviour on the part of the altars, so just rational behaviour on any level. It's annoying, and in some ways, it was lack of nuance that peed me off about it, to be honest, Steve. I was like, okay, I've got a rational thing going on, and I can't explain my position because there's no option to argue your corner. It's just you can make a decision, and then my decision is what it is, and that's the end of that. It kind of lacks a little depth, I thought, in some places. But yes, it was mostly a complete utter irrationality of it that really got on my nerves. So, not particularly, I didn't particularly enjoy that one in the end, which is disappointing because it was a potentially cool idea. But yeah, it annoyed me a bit. You like South of Midnight? Yeah, it was a cool and unique idea, and I thought it was cool to see. I like the setting, I like the art style. I thought the gameplay wasn't quite as good as it could be. The combat was a little... It tried to be clever and interesting, but didn't really come out achieving that, I don't think. And yeah, some of the controls and things were just not as well done as they could have been. Things like, you know, you get attacked by an enemy and you have to time your dodge to get out, like in that, what was it, Two-Toed Tom or whatever it was, the crocodile boss fight. He does this kind of attack and he put this big marker on the ground, so right, this is where the AoE is going to hit, and you've got to time your dodge. Okay, that's fine. Except the dodge doesn't go far enough for you to get out of the area of effect. So you then have to continue running after you've done the dodge, and it's not going to get you out there. Often enough, it won't get you out there. The actual success window is not well timed. And I think there was occasions where I did manage to dodge and then run out of there, but only by the seat of my pants. But yeah, it didn't feel good in a number of places, that one. I liked a lot about it, but also really got up my nose on a few occasions as well. So it was a bit unfortunate, that one. But there we go. That's the way it's going to go sometimes, isn't it? I know Tainted Grail has plenty of people out there who have gone, yeah, I don't like this at all. I'm not enjoying the way this feels, the way it handles, the way it plays. Some of it's the jank, some of it's just the style. Yeah, the take on the first-person RPG. I know there's a tendency to call it an action RPG or an ARPG, but that then steps on the Diablo type thing space, and it definitely doesn't live in that space. So yeah. Yeah. It was an interesting game, that one. I mean, it's been a good year for interesting games, but not all of them have landed with me, which is, I mean, inevitable, I suppose, really, but what can you do? Some did. I'm glad about that. Yeah. Bloodlines 2 is one I really hope turns out well. I'd like to see the Outer Worlds 2 turn out well and be cool and enjoyable and not boring as shit like the last one was. So, yeah, fingers crossed on that, but we'll see how it goes. Like, the jokes were flat. Their characters and the combat wasn't good. The story and the exploration in the first game was really boring and repetitive. And, well, just... lacked a little something. It's hard to put a finger on exactly what, but we'll see how the Outer Worlds 2 does if they manage to improve on it and so on. I hope they do, but we'll see what happens at the end of October. Anyway, I want a drink and a chill now, so yeah, that was cool. And more of this tomorrow, more Tainted Grail, which is probably going to play this Wednesday as well. See how I feel, probably on Wednesday, but yeah, I'm really enjoying this one, so we'll stick to it. Otherwise, there will be a Best Builds video tomorrow, because I don't think there's a whole lot of news or other stuff to cover at the moment, so yeah, we'll dive into that, which would go. Oh yeah, that's the other thing that's going on with Fallout. There's the mini-season thing, which I'll have to cover when that happens. When does that happen? I think next week, isn't it? Where is community calendar? Yes, Tuesday week, I think. Yes, tomorrow, a week tomorrow. So this week's going to be a bit quiet, but at least I'll have some stuff to cover the week after. But yeah, I've got a whole bunch of stuff to organise and stuff for a best builds video for tomorrow. So that's the plan there. Otherwise, yeah, we'll wing it. I'd like to do another build for the weekend. I've been very much enjoying building on the PTS with the new building system, but I'll have to come up with an idea. I did come up with something, but it's gone out of my head again. I forgot to write it down. Oh, that was it, yeah. It's gone back in my head again now. Maybe. What else have we got? Not that one. Not much, I don't think. Yeah, I just need to come up with some cool ideas that will work with the new build system as well. Take advantage of it and that sort of thing. That are somewhat law friendly, because it's easy to build flying. Well, it's not easy to build flying and floating stuff because you can still only place your camp unit on the ground. But excuse me, within that realms you can actually do quite a lot. But making it law friendly is challenging. Merging sort of structures together and the lack of half-size walls and smaller wall bits and stuff limit in some ways what you can really do. Yeah. We had angled supports and things like that in the mods with Fallout 4, and it meant you could build things that were sort of attached onto the side of structures and build more out of various bits and pieces. And the ability to sink stuff into the floor in a way that just isn't really currently a thing on the PTS is a bit annoying. Because you could do some interesting things building with varying structures and like non-standard pieces. You know, like you could use a tumble-down billboard as part of a building and a structure. You know, things like that. But the flexibility for it is not quite there yet in 76. We'll see whether or not they solve that issue, because not being able to sink things into the ground is one of the biggest shortcomings of the new build system. Who knows? There's plenty of people shouting about it on the PTS Discord, so maybe they'll get somewhere. Anyway, we'll see. So, yeah, we'll probably come up with something for the weekend anyway. For now, thank you for hanging out. You know where the buttons are if you haven't already. Like, subs, notification bell, all the good stuff. Check out playlists if you want to watch other series or more of this one. Social media links in the description if you want to get actual usable notifications, and channel memberships down below if you want to support the channel. I do appreciate. For now, thank you very much for watching. I look forward to speaking to you all very, very soon. Have a good rest of your evening. Have a good day tomorrow. All that good stuff. And I'll, try and wake the stream deck up. See you all around about 8 o'clock for some more Tainted Grail, which is good. Enjoying this game. It's cool. See you tomorrow, folks. Have a good night.